And of course, the examples given in the study material from the Board of Studies is very comprehensive. So it will help you in understanding. Once we complete that, we shall proceed to solving number of problems from exercise 11A of the study material. And thereafter, we plan to proceed and complete many of the questions which have come from this chapter, seating arrangement, in the MTP May 2020. Time permitting, I shall also take up some of the queries which have come with respect to the session which we did in the last day, that is on direction test, direction sense, and I shall complete the solving of many of the problems where some of you have expressed certain doubts and you have some difficulty in understanding some of the problems. I'll take it up. So first we do chapter 11. We move on to exercises, chapter 11A, exercise 11A exercises, and then we move on to the MTP May 2020 on seating arrangements. So that's what we have for today. Now, before I start, a number of queries are coming on the use of calculator in the exam. And many of you have a lot of questions. Now, please note that any calculator which has 6 functions, 12 digits and up to 2 memories can be used. You can choose your calculator based on this particular specification. Please note that as per the exam rules, calculators are supposed to be noiseless, cordless, and scientific calculators are not allowed. So please remember 6 functions, 12 digits and 2 memories. Accordingly, please select your calculator and practice. Okay, so now we move on to seating arrangements, which is the topic of today. And the first part is the learning objectives. Now, what type of questions can be expected and what is the need for learning this chapter? Well, the process of making people sit in a prefixed manner, that is seating arrangement. Now, seating arrangement can be in a row, right, where people sit next to each other along a straight line. It can be in 2 rows, like they are facing each other, sitting across a table. And it can also be in a circle, right? It can be in a circular fashion. So we are going to focus on 3 areas: sitting across a row, sitting across a table, like where there are 2 parallel rows, and the third is when people are sitting around a round table. They are sitting on all sides of a table, a circular table. So it's like a circle. So the process of making a group of people sit in a prefixed manner according to certain conditions, certain stipulations, that is known as seating arrangement. Definitely in these questions in the exam, which are going to come from this chapter, please note 2 very important points. The first is that you might be given a row, you might be given 2 rows, as if people are sitting across 2 rows facing each other, or you might be asked questions on seating arrangement where people are sitting around a circle. So be prepared to face any questions coming from any of these combinations. Plus, you know that apart from the linear, which I spoke about, linear arrangement, of course, people can sit along a polygon also. You know, a polygon means a particular geometric figure which can have 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides and all. But fortunately, polygon arrangement is not included in our syllabus. So you don't have to study polygon arrangement. We shall focus on linear arrangement and circular arrangement where people are sitting around a circle. So this is the essence of seating arrangement, and we shall be focusing on linear and circular only. What you need to also see is the conditions which are given in the problem. For example, A, B, C, D, E, they are sitting in a straight line on a row. Say all of them are facing north, right? So they are sitting, say for example, in a row, and A, B, C, D and E, and they are facing north. So you know that north means we have done direction test. So north, this is south. So that means their faces are towards the north. So they are facing north, right? So now the conditions might be given that this is of course the way I have made them sit. Now there might be certain conditions. For example, A is not sitting with C. There might be another condition that D is to the right of B. So please go through the conditions accordingly. You have to arrange the proper order in which A, B, C, D and E can sit. Please remember that in the exam, looking at the question pattern in the past years, you know that most of the questions come where there are 5 to 8 individuals. That means you have to arrange a pattern to make people sit, and the number of people would be varying between 5 and 8. Right? So we shall do problems from all angles where there are 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, up to 8 people, so that we are prepared for the exam. Also, as I said, that these people might be sitting, this of course is a row, but they might be sitting in a rectangle as well. So it can be like this, where A is sitting here, B is here, C is sitting here, D is in the other corner, and then you might be having 4 other persons. Say E is sitting here, F, G and H. Okay, so you might be having 8 people, A to H, sitting either across a row or across a table, right? And of course they are facing each other, and they might also be required to sit around a circle. So please be ready to face any of these problems, and as I said, please go through the conditions which are given. You have to satisfy each and every condition given in the problem. Accordingly, you will find out the arrangement in which the people can be arranged and they can be made to sit either in a row or across a table or around a circle, right? So the conditions are very important, and sometimes, as I said, certain difficulties may be included in the question by saying that somebody is sitting to the left or somebody is sitting 2 seats away. So there may be a condition that D is sitting 2 seats away from B. Okay. C is sitting to the immediate left of B. So you should be able to fit all these conditions into the situation so that you can find out the seating arrangement. So if you look at the general instructions, you know, the tips or the strategies which we need to follow to face and handle questions. First is find out the information, right? So there will be facts. How many people are sitting? First question, first fact, number of persons. So I'll be writing the facts, okay? First, you will get the number of persons. Hello? Hello? So as I was saying, as I was saying, dear students, now we will discuss the instructions we need to follow in order to solve these problems. So point number one is, please look at the number of people. It will be given in the problem. 4 persons, 5 persons. So the first is the number of persons. So please look into this. The second point is whether they are sitting in a row. So is it a row? Or is it a table? Or is it around a circle? So please look at the row, table and circle. Third fourth point is, please look at the conditions. Now, when I talk of the conditions, and I will also write another word, that is facts. Please look at the conditions and facts. Now, number of persons, as I said, in the exam, questions will come normally. If you see the trend, which you can see from the past year's exams from the MTP, you will find that normally questions come where 5 to 8 people are involved and you have to make them sit along a particular arrangement. So between 5 and 8. Second point is whether they are sitting in a row, or in a table where effectively there are 2 rows, row number 1 and row number 2, and it can also be around a circle, right? So please see that the third point to be observed when you are reading the problem, the third point to be noted is the facts which are given. Now, dear students, facts can be, I will say, facts or information, if I use the term facts or information. Now, the information can be of 3 types. So first, I will say, first type of information is what we call definite information. I will explain what is definite. Second, please note, is comparative information. And the third one is what is called negative information. So you might be having definite information, you might be having comparative information, and you may be having negative information. So first point, look at the number of persons. Second is look at the pattern or look at the fashion in which they are made to sit. It can be a row, it can be a table, it can be a circle. The third point is please look at the facts and the information which is given. Information or facts can be of 3 types. It can be definite, it can be comparative, and it can be negative. Now, what is a definite information? Say it is given in the problem that there's a bench, right? There's a bench like this, and it is given that A, B, C, D, E are sitting in the bench and D is occupying the right side corner. So you know that fine. This is a row, a bench, and D is on the right hand side. D is on the right side corner, so right side end or right side corner, right side of the row. So you know D is sitting here. This is an example of definite information, and this is category 1, definite information. Somebody sitting on the first, say the first seat, or somebody sitting in the middle, or somebody, if it is given, as I said, that if D is occupying the last seat, right? Or if it is said that out of 5 persons, A is in the middle. Okay, so A is in the middle, there are 2 people on the left hand side, 2 people on the right hand side. This is an example of definite information. So please, dear students, keep noting the important points which you need to know before you start solving questions on seating arrangements. So the first is number of persons, second is the pattern in which they are seating, and the third is the conditions and the information. Information or facts is of 3 types. Definite information, as I said, it can be somebody sitting in the middle, or it might be stated in the problem that one of the member, D for example, is sitting on the right hand end of the bench. So this is a definite information. Now let us see what is comparative. Now when you talk of comparative, the word which comes in mind is comparison. So if I say that in this particular example, say there are A, B, C, D, E. Say they are sitting in this particular order, A, B, C, D, E. Definite information, if I give you definite information, please note, definite. Definite is, if I say that A, B, C, D, E, 5 people are sitting across on a bench. And if I say that C is occupying the middle position, C is occupying the middle position, this information is definite. And if I say that C is sitting on the left hand side of D. C is sitting on the left hand side of D, to the left of D. So D is here, C is here. This information which I gave you is something which is called comparative information, because I am comparing the position of C and D. And I am telling you that D, wherever D is sitting, C is sitting to his left. So C is sitting to the left of D. This is a comparative information, right? So please note that information or facts can be definite and it can be comparative. Plus, it can be negative as well. Now, negative information. Now, if I say in this example, so we have A, B, C, D, E sitting on a bench facing north. Okay, so their heads are turned, they are looking upwards. In other words, they are facing north. Now, if I say that A is not the neighbor of C, please note once again, A is not the neighbor of C. In other words, A is not sitting beside C. This word not, right? Once again, I said A is not sitting beside C, or A is not the neighbor of C. This means I am giving you information. I am furnishing information. I am providing information to you. But it is like a negative information, because I am saying that A is not the neighbor of C. But this information is also useful. But from this information, you come to know that C is in the middle. And since A is not sitting beside C, that means A can sit either here or A can sit here. Right? In other words, you can find out that relative to where C is sitting, right? That means if C is sitting here and there are vacant seats, right? If C is sitting here and I have told you that A is not the immediate neighbor of C, or if I tell you that A and C are not sitting closely, they are not sitting side by side. From here, from this information is a negative information, negative. But from this negative information, you can easily make out that, okay, if C is sitting here and if A is not his neighbor, that means A cannot sit here, A also cannot sit here. That means possible positions where A might be sitting. Okay, options, possible options for A is either this one or this one. Dear students, I hope this is clear. How we are able to use the information, the facts, and the conditions which are provided. Like here I give conditions that you have to make them sit in such a way that C will occupy the middle position. Okay, I am giving a further condition that A will not be an immediate neighbor of C. That means A cannot sit beside C, either this on the left side or on the right side. So from this information, you can easily make out that fine, since A cannot occupy the adjacent seats, okay, this and this, left side and right side. So the options for A is either A can be made to sit in the first one or in the last one. So in this way, dear students, we have to make use of the facts, the conditions and the information which is given in order to analyze the information into three parts. It can be definite information, right? I'm sure it's clear to you now. Number two, it can be a comparative information. That means I compare two people. As I said that C is sitting to the left side of D. Or if I say that D is sitting 2 places to the right of B. D is sitting 2 places to the right, 1 and 2. D is sitting 2 places to the right of B. This is a comparative information. And if I say that A is not sitting with C, that means it is a negative information. But all these information are equally important, and you must carefully read all the conditions in the problem, and then you will be able to solve the problem and arrange a pattern in which these people can sit. Okay. So now we go into the first example or the first type of questions which we are going to face, and we are first taking up linear arrangements, and then we shall move on to circular arrangements. Now when you are using linear arrangements, as I said, first focus on the number of persons. In the problem, the names of the persons can be given A, B, C, D, E, X, Y, Z, whatever. So please note the name of the persons and the number of persons who are involved. Like I was drawing here. So quickly you have to draw, right? It can be a row, it can be a table, it can be a circle as well. So whenever you are given the rough page, wherever you can do the rough work in the exam, please try and draw this. Of course, drawing may not be part of your answer. In case of an MCQ exam, right, you have to tick the right option. So drawing may not be a part of the answer, but yes, drawing is important. Otherwise, you will not be able to arrive at the answer, right? So whether it's a direction test, in direction sense, also you need to draw. Okay, in the case of seating arrangements also, you have to draw, because one by one, you have to understand the conditions which are given, you have to understand the facts, and you have to make people sit in a particular arrangement so as to satisfy all the conditions, all the information which is given. And you must be clear now, information can be definite, comparative, or negative. 3 types of information, right? So this is the essence of solving problems when you are given a linear arrangement. So please find out the number of objects, the number of people who are sitting, their names, and if necessary, quickly draw a diagram to understand the seating pattern. And please go through, of course, the conditions which are given. Also, if I say I'm just drawing a small, just draw a small diagram here, and let's see some of the language. We need to also understand the language of the problems. Say it is like this: X, Y, Z is here, Z, X, Y, J, K, A. Okay. This is the order in which people are sitting in a row. Okay. Now, please note that normally speaking, always remember, if I give you an information like this, that J is between Y and K. If I give an information, J is between Y and K, it means J is in the middle. In other words, J is, like sandwiched between 2 persons, right? So J is in the middle. In between means in the middle. Similarly, if the condition is given that X is seated to the immediate left of Y, to the immediate left. Immediate left means the person sitting just beside me on the left hand side. So here, Y is here, X is immediately seated to his left. Fine? So please note that immediate to the left means the person sitting just beside me on the left hand side. So please be very careful about the words, about the terms which are used in the exam, in the problems. In order to solve the problem properly and to arrive at the right answer, please also be very careful about the words and the terms which are used in the problem. So please read the problem very carefully. Okay, now, of course, when the direction of the face is not given, the direction of the face, whether I am facing towards you or I am facing this direction, right? So it is not given. In that case, we assume that people are seated like this with their faces towards the north. So you have to assume that in this condition, they are facing towards the north. Okay. Now that means the left hand side is this side. So I am writing L here, and this side is the right hand side R. Okay. So when it is not given whether they are seating or the direction in which they are seated, whether they are facing the front or they are facing on the other side, you don't know. In that case, we will assume that they are seated, of course, in a row and they are facing towards the north, which means that if, say for example, if there are, I'm just renaming these people, say for example, I'm writing PQRST, PQRST. So there are 5 persons, and if this is the way in which they are sitting, right, then let's see the conditions. The first is, I can say, please note carefully, I can say that QRST, first point, first condition can be QRST are seated to the right of P. QRST are seated to the right side of P, but only Q is to the immediate right. Immediate right means the person sitting just next to me on the right hand side. In this case, Q is seated to the immediate right of P. But apart from Q, R, S, T are also to the right of P. Similarly, I can say that R, Q and P are to the left of S. So S is here, and to the left hand side we have R, Q and P, but only R is seated to the immediate left of S. Okay? So in this way, certain conditions can be given, and I can also say that Q is seated in between P and R. That means Q is in the middle of P and R, or Q is like sandwiched between P and R. So please be very careful about the words, the terms, and the conditions in the problem, so that you are able to solve the problem and achieve the correct answer. Now, when it is given that their face is towards you, that means the conditions will get reversed. I mean, their direction will be changed. Okay. Now let us see 2-row sequence. Okay, 2-row sequence, that means people sitting across a rectangular table, for example. So let us have 6 persons, and I'm drawing a rectangle. Okay, so we have persons A, B and C. So A is sitting here, B is in the middle, C is in one of the end. Now you have D in this corner, E is in the middle, and F is again in one particular corner, right hand corner. So now question is, please note that in this example, D, E and F, D is facing this side, E is facing this side, F is facing this side, right? Please note, D, E, F, they are actually facing north. We know direction, they are facing north. Okay, so I can say that F is seated to the right hand of E, to the right side of E. So for D, E and F, this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. Please note, for D, E and F, this is the left side, this is the right side. But for A, B and C, they are looking in this direction. Okay? So A, B and C are actually looking towards the south. So for A, B and C, the order will be changed. In other words, B is in the middle, no doubt, but A is to the right side of B. Okay? From our perspective, A is to the left. So when I am facing in this direction, okay, I am facing away from you. I am not facing towards you. I am facing away. Okay? I am facing in the opposite direction. From my perspective, B is definitely seated in the middle, but A is to my left. But when I face this direction towards you, now imagine I am B. I am in the middle. So A is to my right side. A is to my right side. Okay? So you can easily understand that for people who are seated here, that means they are facing the north. Left side means this side, right side means this side. But the moment people start facing towards you, that means they are facing south, the sense of direction will be changed. So now C is sitting to the left side of B and A is sitting to the right side of B. Okay, so please be very careful about these conditions also. Now, of course, from this example, I can also add some more conditions that A is sitting opposite to D, B is sitting opposite to E, and C is sitting opposite to F. I'm sure it's clear to you now, the sense of direction, how things will change, right? That's why I said that please read the question carefully and try to understand whether the persons are facing towards the north or the persons are facing towards the south, because things will change. Right. I can also say, so A is sitting opposite to D, B is sitting opposite to E, and C is sitting opposite to F. No problem in understanding, I'm sure. Now, I can additionally say that C is sitting diagonally opposite to D. That is, C and D are diagonally opposite, right? You know this is a rectangle and diagonal means this line. This is one diagonal and again another diagonal is this. Okay, so C and D are diagonally opposite, plus A and F. A and F, they are also diagonally opposite to each other, right? So once again, let us analyze the row, seated in a row pattern. D, E and F, three persons sitting in the lower part. So this is maybe row number 1, row 2. So D, E and F are seated in row number 2 and they are facing north. Okay, so they are facing away. That means they are looking into this direction, opposite to you, looking in this direction. So for them, left hand side is this side is left hand side, and this side is right hand side. Therefore, D is seated to the left of E and F is seated to the right of E. But for the people who are seated in the first row, R1, row number 1, A, B and C, for them, the rule will change. So for A, B and C, A is seated to the right of B and C is seated to the left of B. Right? So it's important to know the order and the direction in which the people are seated. I hope it's clear to you. So number of persons, their names, whether they are sitting in a row, whether they are sitting in a table, across a table, a rectangular table, or they are seated around a circle. Please note that carefully. Look at the conditions, the facts and the information which is given, and also understand in case of a table where there are in fact 2 rows and people sit facing each other. Please be careful about the left and right meaning of left and right, because for row 1, left means something. For row 2, left has a different meaning. Direction will change. So please be careful about these particular points. Okay. Now let us take an example and we will move into page 11.3 and we will take some examples. So I am rubbing this diagram and I hope it is now clear to you. Plus I have also discussed the important strategies and you can call the shortcuts or you can call the tips for solving problems on this particular chapter. So we need to know the type of information. We also need to know the pattern of sitting, whether it's a circular pattern, whether it's linear, that is in a line or in a table, across a table. So we are now taking page 11.3 and we are trying example 3. Example number is 3. Example 3. So please open example 3, page 11.3. 4 children are sitting in a row. Okay. So now we have 4 children in a row. Okay. A is occupying seat next to B, but not next to C. So A and B are sitting next to each other. A is occupying seat next to B. So it can be like this. A is here, B is here, but not next to C. So please look at the conditions. Also, if C is not sitting next to D, then who is occupying the seat next to the adjacent to D. So let's read the question again. 4 children are sitting in a row. A is occupying a seat next to B, but not next to C. That means C cannot sit here. Okay? C has to sit here. If C sits here, then C and A will sit together, which is not allowed as per the given condition in the problem. Please read the question carefully. You will see that it is clearly mentioned that A is occupying the seat next to B but not to C. That means C has to sit here. Now the question is, if C is not sitting next to D, that means C is not sitting next to D. So D cannot sit here. So the only option for D is to sit here. That means I will write D is here. So this can be one of the options. The other option can be if instead of A, if I put B here and A is seated here, because A and B are sitting together, right? As per the condition given, C is not sitting, A is not sitting next to C. A is seated next to B, but not to C. That means C cannot sit here. So C has to sit here. So I will write C here. Also, the condition is that C is not sitting next to D. So C is not sitting next to D. So D cannot sit here. D has to sit here. So the options which are available to us is either DABC or CBAD. Okay? So the question is, who is occupying the seat next to the adjacent to D? So next to the adjacent. So adjacent seat is A. Who is occupying the seat next to the adjacent to D? So D is here. So you have A in between, next seat, adjacent seat, and next is B. So if you take CBAD, then the answer is B. If you take DABC, next seat, right? Seat next to adjacent to D. Adjacent seat is A. Next seat is B. So here also we have B. So in both the conditions, both the possible combinations, right? So, or you can call it permutations, DABC, CBAD, right? You can call it permutations, right? Different order. So you can see B is the answer, and in both the cases we can see that two possible arrangements. It can be CBAD or it can be DABC, and therefore B will be the person who is sitting next to the adjacent seat of D. Right. So this is example 3. I'm sure it's clear to you, dear students, how we actually make use of the conditions and make the people sit as per the given conditions and the given information. Now we are proceeding to example number 4 of the study material. Very detailed and very easy to understand examples are given. So this is example number 4 now. Please open example 4. The question is P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. Okay, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. So 8 persons are sitting in a row facing north. So they are sitting in a row facing north. Fine. So a row and facing north. North. Okay. That means they are seated like this, opposite to your direction. Seated like this. So people are seated like this, back is towards you, the face is away from you, right? That is the order. Now the question is, P is fourth to the right of T. Please look at the conditions. P is fourth to the right of D. So let me try and fill up. If P is here, then T will be 1, 2, 3, T is here. T is fourth to the right of P. W is fourth to the left of S. Okay. Then R and U are neighbors of Q and T respectively. R and U. Please look at condition 3. R and U, which are not at the ends, are neighbors of Q and T respectively. Okay. So what will be the arrangement? Let us see. So it is given that there are how many people? There are 8 persons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 persons are there. So 8 seats I have drawn. Now we have conditions in the problem. P is seated 4th to the right of T. So I have made P sit here and P is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th to the right of P. Now R and U, which are not at the ends, are neighbors of Q and T respectively. Out of this, R and U, you can see that U is the neighbor of T and R is the neighbor of Q. So T is already here. We don't have any other seat here. Okay, we don't have any other seat here. So if it is given that U is the neighbor of T and R is the neighbor of Q, let us first focus on T. So it is given that U is the neighbor of T. Okay, U is the neighbor of T and R is the neighbor of Q. So we have got P is 4th to the right of T. P is 4th to the right of T. No, sorry, this will be T. P is 4th to the right of T. 1, 2, 3, 4. P is 4th to the right of T. W is 4th to the left of S. W is 4th to the left of S. So let us just draw the condition here. W is 4th to the left of S. So if S is here, left of S, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So W will be here. Second condition. R and U, which are not at the ends, are neighbors of Q and T. Okay. So T we have got here, R and U. So R and U, if you see, are not at the ends. That means they will not occupy these 2 positions. Okay, they will not occupy these 2 positions. So are neighbors of Q and T. R is the neighbor of Q and U is the neighbor of T. So U can be placed here. I'm just keeping it here. U is placed here. And since we have W is to the left of P and P is the neighbor of Q. So W is to the left of P and P is the neighbor of Q. Okay. So W is to the left of P. So I'm writing W here. Okay. And W is to the left of P is given. And P is the neighbor of Q. So I have only one place here. I'm writing Q here. Okay. We will rub these points later on. We are just trying to fix a seating arrangement. So W is to the left of P, we have satisfied. Q is to the right of P. This also we have satisfied. P is the neighbor of Q. So now we are having PQ. W is here. And now we are trying to find out whether this combination is doing fine. So let's see once again. P is 4th to the right of T. T is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. P is 4th to the right of T. First condition satisfied. Second condition, W is 4th to the left of S. W is 4th to the left of S. W is 4th to the left of S. That means W is 4th to the left of S. So if S is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means if I know W, I have to find once again the conditions. P is 4th to the right of T. P is 4th to the right of T. 1, 2, 3, 4. P is sitting 4th to the right hand of T. So first condition is got. W is 4th to the left of S. S is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So W is seated to the left of S to the 4th. The question was who was sitting at the extreme ends. That means who was sitting on the extreme left hand side and extreme right hand side. So the answer is S and T. Okay. So you have to first create, like I did. I made some circles, made the people sit. When you think that no, this side circles are not required, rub it off. That means the entire people, the chain of people will extend more towards the right hand side. So accordingly you adjust, write down the conditions, rub out the circles, and in this way create the final order of people who are going to sit. So in this case, it is T and S who are sitting at the extreme ends. I think you are clear with this example, and I was trying to solve it step by step, right? As you also need to solve it in the exams and fit all the conditions and the information which is given in the problem. Okay. Now we are taking up another question, example number 5. I would wrap this up and request you to focus on example number 5 which is given. So example number 5, there are 5 houses, P, Q, R, S, T and P, Q, R, S, T. Okay, 5 houses are there, very fine. So we are having example 5 now. 5 houses, P, Q, R, S, T. P is right of Q. Okay, P is right of Q. So if Q is here, then P will be to the right. Okay, fine. T is left of R. T is left of R. So Q and P we have done. T is left of R. So T is, if R is here, T will be here, left side. Fine. Q is right of S. Q is right side of S. That means S will be to the left of Q. So SQP. And SQP is done, and we have T is left of R. So this T and R we can place here, T and R. So the order seems to be SQPTR, SQPTR. Once again, let us see whether the conditions are satisfied. Let us focus on the conditions. You have, I'm sure you have opened the question. 5 houses, PQ, RST, fine. P is right of Q. P is to the right side of Q. So we have satisfied the first condition. T is left of R. T is to the left of R. Second condition satisfied. Q is right of S. Q is to the right of S. So this also satisfied. So all the conditions satisfied. Now the question was, which house is in the middle? Well, you can easily make out that P is in the middle. So house number P is in the middle. So I hope this is clear to you. Please have a look. Fine. This was an easier one because you can see we only had 5. 5 people are made to sit. But in the last example we had 8. More the number of persons, you can understand more will be the conditions, more will be the complexity, more will be the comparison. So solving it will take longer time. Right. We are now moving on to the next one. Example number 6. Okay. So we are taking example number 6 now. Okay. Example 6. So just a note, 4, 5 and 6 we have done. Example 6. 5 friends are sitting on a bench. Okay. Let's try and fit them in a bench. That means it is a row. A is to the left of B. A is to the left of B, but on the right of C. So A is seated to the left of B. So if B is here, A is to the left. A is to the left side. But on the right side of C. That means A is seated on the right of C, which means C is seated to the left of A. So I will put C here. D is to the right of B. D is to the right of B. So B, right hand side is D. And to the right of B, but on the left of E. On the left of E. That means E is here, D is to the left. So I think as per the reason I am following, as per the conditions given in the problem, the order is C, A, B, D, E. Okay. So once again, let us see whether the conditions are met. A is to the left of B. Yes, we have satisfied the condition. A is to the left of B. But on the right of C. Yes, it is on the right hand side of C. D is to the right of B. D is to the right of B. We have satisfied. But on the left of E. E is left. Yes, we have satisfied. So, who are at the extremes? The question is, who are at the extremes? So, you can understand the answer is C and E. So C and E, two of the friends, are seated at the extremes. So this is how, dear students, we try to frame and we try to develop the seating arrangement given the conditions and given the facts and the information. Okay. I hope example 6 is clear. Now we are taking up number 7, example number 7. Okay. Please open example 7. Here are 5 people. So we have 5 people in a college party. 5 girls are sitting in a row. So in a college party, 5 girls are seated in a row. F is to the left of M. So let's draw the 5 persons are seated. F is to the left of M, but to the right of O. So F is seated to the left of M. So if M is here, F is seated to the left of M, but to the right of O. So O will be here. F is seated to the right of O. Okay. Now next is R is seated to the right of N, but to the left of O. Okay. So R is seated to the right of N, but to the left side of O. So R should be here. R is seated to the right of N, but to the left of O. O's left, but it is N's right side. Right? So I think we are getting 5 friends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. N, R, O, F, M. So let us see whether question is who is sitting in the middle. Let us see whether we have satisfied the conditions. 5 girls are sitting. F is to the left of M. F is to the left. F is sitting to the left of M. M is here. F is to the left. We have done it. And to the right of O. O is here, so right side. We have done it. R is sitting to the right of N. R is sitting to the right side of N. Done. But to the left of O. To the left of O. Yes? You are following? So, we have satisfied all the conditions. Now question is, who is sitting in the middle? Undoubtedly, it is O who is sitting in the middle. So, you can see the answer clearly coming out after we have made them sit as per the arrangement according to the conditions, strictly according to the conditions and the information given in the problem. Dear students, I hope it is clear and you are following, right? This is also equally interesting like the other days, right? And you have to apply your common sense, you have to read the question carefully. Sometimes you make mistakes also, but then the more you practice, slowly mistakes will go, and always review. That's why after the question is over, I'm just once again reviewing to see whether each of the condition has been met. Because sometimes it's left and right, right and left, right. Somebody sitting to the left of the person and right of another person. If you read it fast, it confuses your brain. So it's always better once again to check whether the combination which you have arrived at is correct and it follows all the conditions given in the problem. Okay. So I think example 7 is clear and you have followed it. Okay, now let us see, let's now move on to circular arrangement. So we have done 4 examples from linear, now we move on to circular arrangement. And in case of circular, you can understand if I draw a circle and explain. Okay, so if people are sitting here along a circle, say there are 4 persons. So we have A, B, C and D. So we can say that A is sitting opposite to B. A and B are seated opposite to each other. C and D are also opposite to each other, of course. And from their perspective, see, all of them are seated, but they are facing the center. So B is looking in this direction. C is looking in this direction. A is looking towards the center like this. And D is also looking towards the center. Okay. So you can say that all of them are looking towards the center. So they are looking at each other the way we sit in a table, in a round table. Now the question is, so C was C, his left side is this and his right side is this. For A, left side is this, right side is this. For D, left side is this, right side is this. And for B again, B is seated here, so his right side is this side, left side is this side. Okay, so you can see all right hand side is this way. So this is, if you move this direction, right hand side, right? And left side is this side, left side. So left side is a clockwise, you can say. Okay, so left movement is always, if you see the rules of circle, the left side, left side, left side, left side. So always remember the left side is the clockwise. It is the clockwise rule, and right is the anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. So please keep a note of this rule, because this is a fundamental understanding, a basic understanding, and this is important before we try and solve problems on circular arrangement. Okay, so please have a look at this particular rule. So please understand, I am sure you have understood why the left side is the clockwise. Once again, A's left is this side. Okay, so I will mark it with a green now. A's is left is this side. All the left, C's left is this side, B's left is this side, D's left is this side. So the direction is this. Okay, this is the direction. So this is the direction, means it is going like this. Okay, so this is the way in which the hands of a clock move. So it is the clockwise direction. But on the other hand, if you look at the right hands are like this. Okay, right hand is this. His right hand is this. So it is pointing this way. So if it moves like this, right hands, this is anti-clockwise. This is opposite to the way in which the hands of a clock moves. It is like this. So left is the clockwise, right is the anti-clockwise. I hope it is clear and you have understood it. No problems on this. This is the basic concept of circular arrangement, and once you understand this clearly, you can easily move on to the problems and we shall be solving them. So we are taking number 9 now, example number 9. Okay, we will take 2 or 3 examples and then we shall move directly to example number 11, that is exercise 11A. Let's take number 9 and try and see. This is on circular. Please remember the clockwise and the anti-clockwise rules, and let us see whether we can take this particular example. Example 9, and let's see if we can understand the question. 4 ladies A, B, C, D and 4 gentlemen E, F, G and H are sitting in a circle around a table facing each other. Fine. Now, as I said, that the number of persons who are made to sit either across a row or around a table would be varying between 5 and 8. If you look at the trend in the examination, right? If you see the questions, you will find maximum number of persons will be 8 and minimum is around 5. So this is an example, example 9, where we are having 8 people, 4 ladies and 4 gents are seated around a table and they are facing each other. Okay, so the clockwise rule and the anti-clockwise rule, which I explained little while back, will be applicable for them. And of course, conditions are there. Let's see if we can fit the conditions one by one. I would request you to definitely, like the other days, you have guessed it correct, pen and paper, and please do the problems with me. Please practice. I am also looking at the problem directly and thinking and solving, right? So same for you. So I am applying my mind and trying to solve. Same thing is for you, and without looking at the solution, let's solve it, right? So let's see what 9 has to say. The condition number 1 is A, B, C, D and 4 gents E, F, G, H. They are sitting around the table. No ladies, no 2 ladies or no 2 gentlemen are sitting side by side. Okay, so let us draw a circle and see. Okay, so people are sitting around a circle and the idea is that no 2 ladies or gentlemen are sitting side by side. Okay, so you have to make them sit in such a way. So A, B, C, D are the ladies and E, F, G, H are the gents. Very good. Now let us see the question. C is sitting between G and E. C is facing D. So I can draw like this. This is the, say, the center. C is sitting here and D is sitting here. And they are sitting diametrically. It is given that they are sitting opposite to each other. C is facing D. Okay, so they are looking at each other across a table, and of course they are diametrically opposite, right? You can see this. Now C is sitting between G and E. Okay, so C is sitting between G and E. Okay, so what I'll do is, C is sitting between G and E. So there are two circles here. One can be occupied by G and the other can be occupied by C. Okay. So let me put G here and E is here. Okay. So C is sitting between G and E. Fine. F is sitting between D and A. Okay. Now F is sitting between D and A and facing G. So F is facing G. So I'll try to put F here. F is facing G and F is sitting between D and A. So F is sitting between D on one side and A on the other side. So I am assuming A is sitting here. Okay, so we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seats are occupied, so we are left with 2 seats. Okay, so H is to the right of B. Okay, H is sitting to the right of B. So we can have 2 places here. H is sitting to the right of B. So I can put H is sitting to the right of H is to the right of B. So if B is sitting here, H will be here. Okay. If I put B here, then H is here because H is sitting to the right of B. B's right is this side. Okay. Because they are facing inside. All of them are facing inside. Please note. Okay. So if you see the order, I think we have solved the order. If you see the clockwise direction, then let me write the order A, F, D, H. So A, F, D, H, A, F, D, H, B, G, C, E, B, G, C, E. This is the order which I am arriving at by applying the conditions. Once again, what we did, if you see this example, is we quickly applied the condition C is sitting between G and E. So C I made to sit between G and E, and C is sitting against D. This I satisfied. Then the next one which we took up is that G's opposite is F. F is facing G. So I made F sit against G and F is seated between G and A. So A is here and D is here. Next question is H is to the right of B. Now H is seated to the right of B. So now that we have made them sit, please also see the question was that no ladies and no gents can sit together. No 2 ladies and no 2 gents can sit side by side. That was the condition given in the problem. So if you see the solution, let us see whether we have followed the condition or we have broken the condition. We have violated the condition. Let's see. A and F, no problem. A, B, C, D, they are not sitting beside each other. A and F can sit. F and D, they belong to 2 groups, separate groups. D means lady, H means gent. B is a lady, G is gent. C is a lady and E is a gent. That means no two ladies are sitting beside each other and no two gents are also sitting beside each other. So I think this is clear to you, and this is how we solve problems on circular seating arrangements. So please note two observations. First, as I said, is that everybody is assumed to face the center. So B's left is this side, that is G, and B's right is H. Read the question carefully, look at the conditions, make them sit, draw a rough diagram, make them sit, right, and then look at the order and note the order. The question, let's see what was the question here. The question is, who is sitting to the left of A? Question number 1. Who is sitting to the left of A? So the person sitting to the left of A is F. So the answer to the first question is F. Second question is, E is facing whom? E is facing whom? Now if you see, E is facing H. So second question, the answer is H. E is facing H. And let us see the third question. Who is the immediate neighbor of B? Who is the immediate neighbor of B? That means, who are the persons who are sitting on the both sides, who are sitting on both sides of B? So B is here. On one side we have G and on other side we have H. So G and H are the two neighbors of B. So the third answer is G and H. Right. Please check whether it's a multiple choice question. You can compare it with the answers given, and I hope you understand this particular way, how we solved it. Okay. So draw a circle quickly, right? Look at the conditions. Start putting people immediately as you read. I told you also in the last session on direction test that as you read the problem, right, start plotting the diagram. Don't wait for the full, don't wait. I mean, till you read the question. Not like that, okay, I'll first read the question, then I'll understand, then I'll draw. No, you will lose time. So as you read the question, quickly read and draw, read and draw. By the time you finish reading, your drawing will be almost completed, so you can save time. Same strategy, same trick, same, I would say same approach is to be followed even for seating arrangement. As I read the problem, I start, framing who's sitting where, rough estimate. And then once I complete that, I compare my seating arrangement with the order, with the conditions given. If they match, that means I have achieved the correct answer. Okay, fine. I hope this is clear and you have understood. Okay, now we are moving on to another one, and this is example number 12. So after 9, we are taking up number 12. Okay, and after this, we start with the exercise, the questions of exercise 11A. So this is the last example which we are doing, example number 12. I will be rubbing out this. I hope you are clear with the way in which we are arriving at the solution to each of the questions. As I told you earlier also, in logical reasoning, the thing we learn from logical reasoning is, since there are no formula, right? No formula to memorize, no difficult mathematics concept is required. Just common sense. Just common sense, calmness of mind, cool mind, read the question carefully, don't be hyper, read it carefully, understand it, otherwise you will make mistakes. Right? So, and cool, in a cool, calm manner, start solving it step by step. No formula, no difficulty in understanding. I'm sure it's clear. The concepts are very clear, and the exercises, the examples given in the study material are crystal clear. If you read it, you will understand. Now that I'm explaining many of them, I'm sure you will get more clarity once you go through the entire solved examples. You will understand the logic, the reason behind each and every step. So in the exam also, always keep cool, don't rush, and read each and every, because left and right, who is sitting to whose left, sometimes it confuses. Even when I'm doing it, sometimes I also get confused because I'm doing, speaking, explaining, three things together, right? So even I get confused, right? Because I'm reading it first, I'm not memorizing all the problems. So reading it, solving it, live. So therefore, when you also do it in the exam, of course, you don't have to explain. You will just do it. But do it with full concentration. Read each of the conditions, understand it, and then plot. Okay? So that you don't make any mistakes and you can solve the questions in the first attempt using the least time. Because as you know, CA Foundation is also a test of time management. Okay. Let's see number 12. So we have 8 friends. I am taking a difficult one. 8 persons. A to H. They are sitting in a circle facing the center. Okay. So we draw a circle again. Now they are sitting across a circle. A to H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are sitting across a circle facing the center. Fine. D sits third to the left of A. Okay. So we have noted 8 persons. Point number 1. As I told you, the checklist I gave you, what to note. Question number 1. This question, if you see example 12. First point, we have noted 8 persons. Second question is, are they in a row or in a circle? Circle. Okay. Now we look at the conditions. Condition number 1. D sits third to the left of A. Okay. So, say assuming if A is sitting here, D is sitting third to the left of A. So, 1, 2 and this. This is where E is sitting. No, D. D is sitting to the third. 1, 2, 3. Third to the left. Okay, fine. So, there are 2 persons in between A and D. Please note. Next condition, E sits to the immediate right of A. Immediate right of A, we are having E. Okay, fine. So, E is sitting to the immediate right of A. Okay, fine. Next, B is third to the left of D. B is third to the left of D. B is third to the left of D. D is here. So, his left is 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. So D is left. Who is sitting? B is third to the left of D. So D is here. 1 left, 2nd left, 3rd left. So here we have to put B. G is second to the right of B. G is second to the right of B. Right side of B, second position. So first and second, G is here. C is a neighbor of B. So B is sitting here, C is a neighbor. Now this seat is already occupied, so C has to sit here. C is a neighbor of B. And C is third to the left of H. C is third to the left of H. Left of H. C is third. Third to the left of H. That means if I am H, C is on my left hand side, third position. If I am H. But if I am C, that means H will be on my right side, third position. So since we know C here, I will move 3 places to the right side. 1, 2 and 3. So H will be here. Okay. So let's see if you have taken 8 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have got A, B, C, E. Okay. H we have got. G we have got. Okay. So any other condition, let's check. D sits third to the left of A. So now let us see whether conditions are met. D sits to the third to the left of A. 1, 2, 3. So A and B we have checked. E sits to the immediate right of A. E is to the immediate right. We have checked. E is to the immediate right. B is third to the left of D. B is third to the left of D. D is here. 1, 2, 3. So B's condition is checked. G is second to the right of B. G is second to the right of B. 1 and 2. So G's condition is checked. C is a neighbor of B. C is a neighbor of B. C is done. C is third to the left of H. So H is here. 1, 2, 3. So H is done. Okay, so we have got A here, we have got B here, C is done, D is done, E have we got, E is here, G is here, H is here, so F is left, so that means F is sitting here. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So all 8 persons are now seated in a circular arrangement. Now let us see the order. So if I write clockwise the order, I am sure you are looking at the solution. The clockwise order will be, if I start from here, if you look at the clockwise order, if I start from E for example, so it is E, A, F, H, D, G, C, B. Now let us see the question. Question number 1. Who amongst the following is sitting exactly between F and D? So who is sitting between F and D? F and D. Who is sitting? H is sitting. So answer number 1 is H. Second question. 3 of the following 4 are alike in a certain way based on the information given. Which is the odd man out? Now they have given 4 examples, 4 pairs. First is DC, D and C. So D and C, that means a clockwise movement. So I am writing here, the first one is D and C. It is clockwise. CW, clockwise, CW. Second is AH. Let's see AH, A and H. Well, A is here and H is here. So AH, again a clockwise movement, clockwise. The third pair is EF. So I'm writing EF. E is here and F is here. Again clockwise. So it's moving this way. So it is also clockwise. So we can easily understand the fourth one has to be the odd man out. Let's see the fourth one. Fourth one is DF. Let us analyze DF. D and F. Well, D is here but F is here. So it is anti-clockwise. So it is in this direction. So DF is the odd man out and DF is the answer to the second question is DF. Fine, I think it is clear. Next was who amongst the following is second to the left of H? Second to the left of H. H is here. First left, second left. So answer is G. So the third part, the answer is G. This type of question is very, I would say, common, and in the exams also these type of questions come. A case study will be given and based on the case study you have to solve 2 or 3 questions back to back. The way we are doing now. Single case study, we have found out the order also, we have written the order. Now we are solving every part of every question which is given in the case. So third answer is G. Fourth answer, who amongst the following are immediate neighbors of G? So who are the immediate neighbors of G? Now where is G? G is here. Neighbors are C and D. So my answer is the fourth one, the answer is C and D. The last question is who amongst the following is sitting third to the right of A? Right of A, third. So A is here, right side, 1, 2, 3. Who is sitting? C is sitting. So the last answer is C. So these are the answers. I hope you have seen how step by step I have solved it and how we are arriving at the order and how we are solving the different parts of the question. Fine. With this, we move on to the exercises. Okay. I'll wrap it up and now spend the next half an hour in solving questions from the exercise as well as MTP. We will take up questions from MTP as well. Okay, so now I'm focusing on the exercise and we have solved 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 and 12. Let us look at the exercise. So on the exercise side, let's see, we are taking up number 1. First is 11A. So now we proceed to exercise 11A and we are taking up the first one, number 1. So 5 boys A, B, C, D and E are sitting in a row. Okay, so they are sitting in a row. 5 boys. A is to the right of B. A is to the right of B. So if B is here, A is here, right of B. E is to the left of B. E is to the left of B. Please see number 1. Example 11A, number 1. Exercise 11A. Exercise 11A, number 1. So A is seated to the right of B. We have done it. E is to the left of B. So E is here, left of B. But E is to the right of C. E is seated to the left of B, to the right of C. So C is right. Okay. And A is to the left of D. So A is seated to the left of D. That means D is here. So we have got the condition C, E, B, A, D. This is the order. Okay. Question is, who is second from the left end? Left end. Who is second from the left end? The left end is this one. This is the left end. This is the right end. Left end is C. Second from the left end is 1, 2, E. So answer is E. E is second from the left end. Please have a look at question number 1, and I'm sure you have seen how we have used one by one the conditions given in the question, and we have solved it satisfactorily and in such a way so that it obeys all the conditions. It follows all the conditions given in the question. So C, E, B, A, D. Now we take number 2. Okay. So number 2, there are 5 different houses A to E in a row. Okay. A to E, there are 5 houses in a row. A is to the right of B. Okay. A is to the right of B. A is to the right of B. So the same row, A is to the right of B. So B is here, A is here, right of B. A is to the right of B and E is to the left of C. E is to the left of C and right of A. So right of A. Here we have E. E is to the right of A and left of C. So left of C means E is to the left of C. So C is left. And B is to the right of D. B is to the right side of D. So D is to the left of B. So D is here. So we are getting the order D, B, A, E, C. The question is, which of the houses is in the middle? So you can see the house in the middle is A. So answer is A. Okay. So we have done 1 and 2. Okay. So the order is D, B, A, E, C. This is an easy one and I hope you have understood this. We move to the third example and we take the third numerical, and let's see if we can solve it. 5 friends P, Q, R, S, T are sitting in a row facing north. Okay. So 5 friends are seated in a row facing north. Okay. 5 friends facing north. So this is north. They are facing north. S is between T and Q. And Q is to the immediate left of R. So if R is here, Q is to the immediate left of R. So Q will be here. And S is between T and Q. So if Q is here, then T is here and S is in between. The question is, S is between T and Q is to the immediate left of R. P is to the immediate left of T. P is here. Immediate left of T. So I think we have got 5 guys, 5 friends here. P, T, S, Q, R. This is the order. And the question is, who is in the middle? So the person in the middle is S. Answer is S. Okay. So 3 is done. I think you have followed the process in which the solution is made. Now we are proceeding to number 4. Now we have 6 children. So it's a question of 6 children and they are A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay. And they are standing in a row. So they are standing in a row. Please see the question number 4. We are doing number 4 now. So we have done 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So we are attempting the 4th one. Okay. 6 children A, B, C, D, E and F are standing in a row. B is between F and D. So let's start plotting. B is between F and D. Okay, so B is between F and D. Let's carefully plot. So B is standing in between F and D. Fine. E is between A and C. So I can write like this: A and C here. E is between A and C. A does not stand next to either F or D. So A is not standing beside D and F. So we have fulfilled that condition. C does not stand next to D. C is not standing next to D. Fine. F is between which of the following pairs of children? So the question is, F is standing between which pair? So the order is A, E, C, F, B from the top. So we start counting from the top. Counting from the top. The 2nd, 5th and 6th books are on industrial relations. The 2nd, 5th and 6th. So the 2nd book, 1, 2 is industrial relation. 3rd, 4th and 5th industrial relation. And 6th book is industrial relation, IR. 2 books on IR are between 2 books on TQM. So 2 books of IR are between 2 books of TQM. So one TQM is here and the other TQM is here. Fine. So now let us see the next one. So TQM we have solved. 1 book of IR is between 2 books on OB. Okay. 1 book on IR is between 2 books of OB. So we have OB here, OB here. While the book above the book of economics is a book of TQM. Okay. So book of TQM is above the books of economics. So E is here. Which book is the last book from the top? So we have fitted all of them, and let us see, we have got OB, OB. So 2 OBs have gone. IR we have got 1 IR, 2, 3. 3 IRs are gone. 1 economics is gone, and TQM, 1 TQM and 2 TQM. So 2 TQM is gone. So we have been able to fit all of them. So we have OB first, IR, OB, TQM, IR. Is which book is the last book from the top? From the top, the last book is economics. So the answer is economics. Mind, be calm, don't rush, and of course you'll be able to solve each of them. Now we are taking 5 boys are standing in a row facing east. Okay, so I'll just rub it up. We dealt with a problem of 8 objects successfully and we achieved. So 5 boys are standing in a row facing east. Okay, so east. That means will be like this. So they are facing east. You know this is east. Fine. 5 boys are standing. Pavan is left of Tavan. Okay, so I will give them the names. We have P, Tavan is T, Vipin V, Chavan is C and Nakul. Okay, so short form PTVCN. Now let's see the conditions. We are doing number 6. Please open number 6 and see. Pavan is left of Tavan. Okay. Please note that they are standing in this direction. They are looking towards the east. Right. Pavan is left of Tavan. So if Tavan is standing here, then Pavan is to his left. They are all facing this direction. Vipin and Chavan to the left of Nakul. Vipin and Chavan are to the left of Nakul. So if Nakul is standing here, Vipin and Chavan are to his left. Chavan is between Tavan and Vipin. So Chavan is between Tavan and Vipin. Okay. So we have to rub this part. So we'll put like this. Chavan is between Tavan and Vipin. Chavan is between Tavan and Vipin. Okay. Now let's see whether we have satisfied it. Pavan is left of Tavan. Pavan is left of Tavan. Yes, satisfied. Let's mark it with a green color if you have satisfied it. Achha. Now question is Vipin is fourth from the left. So they are standing like this. Vipin is fourth from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please note they are standing and facing this direction. East. East. Okay. So left side is here. This is the left side. And this is the right side. Nakul is on the right hand side. Extreme right hand side. And P is Pavan. Pavan is on the extreme left hand side. So the order is PTCVN. And here we can see the first condition is Pavan is left of Tavan. Tavan is here, Pavan is to his left. Done. Vipin and Chavan, that is V and C to the left of Nakul. V and C to the left of Nakul. We have done it. Chavan is between Tavan and Vipin. Chavan is between Tavan and Vipin. We have done it. Vipin is fourth from the left. Left is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vipin is to the fourth. Done. So the question is, how far is Tavan to the right? Okay. How far is Tavan to the right? That is from the right hand side. What is his position? 1, 2, 3, 4. So Tavan is in the fourth position. The answer is fourth from the right. Tavan is standing fourth from the right. This is the solution. Okay. I hope it's clear and you have followed it the way we have done it. Please note here, left and right has a different meaning because they are facing towards the east. So Pavan is on the extreme left and Nakul N is on the extreme right. Okay. Now we take up number 7. Okay. 6 persons MNOPQ. So I'll rub this out. 6 persons are sitting in a 2 rows with 3 persons in each row. Okay, so this is a table. We have table now. So one table. So okay. So there are 6 persons sitting in 2 rows with 3 persons in each row. Both the row are in front of each other. Fine. They are now facing each other. So we have 6 persons. M and O, P, Q and R. Okay. Let's see the condition. Q is not at the end of any row. So Q is either here or Q can be here. Okay. So I am not yet putting Q in any of the box. I am just keeping them outside. So the question is Q is not at the end of any row. One corner Q is not here at the end. Q is not in this end. Not here, not here. So either here or here. P is second to the left of R. Okay. P is second to the left of R. Okay. P is second to the left of R. So let's put this on hold and let's go to the next condition. O is the neighbor of Q and diagonally opposite to P. Okay. O is the neighbor of Q and diagonally opposite to P. O is the neighbor of Q. So if I put Q here and forget this Q now, and O is the neighbor of Q, and if I put Q, O is here, says O is here, and diagonally opposite to P. Okay, so if I put diagonally opposite means diagonally opposite. So diagonally opposite to P. So let's see the condition. Q is not at the end of any row. I have kept Q here. O is the neighbor of Q. O is the neighbor of Q. O is in a circle, of course. O is the neighbor of Q and diagonally opposite to P. We have done it. N is the neighbor of R. Okay, N is the neighbor of R. Another question, P is second to the left of R. P is second to the left of R. That means P is second to the left of R. Where can you put R? P is second to the left of R. That is the question. So if we do like this, since it is a question of left hand side, if we keep O here, and O is a neighbor of Q, and if we put P here, the question is, P is second to the left of R. So R will be here, and R left hand side, one side, two side. So we have satisfied this. N is the neighbor of R. R is here, N is the neighbor. So N has to be here. So we have got 5 places out of 6. Okay? So let's see the conditions once again. Read the conditions carefully. M and OPQR are sitting. Both the rows are in front of each other, which means they are looking up and these guys are looking down. That means they are looking at each other, north south. Okay, Q is not at the end of any row, so we have kept Q here, which is fine. P is second to the left of R. P is second to the left of R. Please note here in the upper part of the row, R's left is this side, second to the left. So this is P, fine. P is second to the left of R. O is the neighbor of Q. O is the neighbor of Q and diagonally opposite to P. So this also we have satisfied. N is the neighbor of R. N is the neighbor of R. Okay, satisfied. So question is, who is in front of N? Who is in front of N? I think the answer is Q. So Q, answer is Q. Q is in front of N. Okay. So here of course we have M. The only vacant place is M. So M will sit here. So the row number 1 is R and P. Second row is O, Q, M. So in front of N we have Q. So we have solved number 7. Hope it's clear to you. Each question is different of course, and the same principles are applied, but questions are different. Okay. Now we have number 9. We are taking up question number 9. Okay. Let's take number 9 and see what question is asked. 5 boys A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5 are sitting in a stair in the following way. So they are sitting in a staircase. Okay. So it's like a staircase. So, okay, fine. So they are sitting in a staircase, and we have A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. A5 is above A1. Okay. So A1 is here. A5 is above. Okay, very good. A4 is under A2. A4 is under A2. Okay. A4 is under A2. So if A2 is here, A4 is here. A2 is under A1. A2 is under A1. We have satisfied. A4 is between A2 and A3. A4 is between A2 and A3. So we have solved it. 5 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the order is from lower to upper. Is here, this A3 is here, A3 is here, A4 is here, A2 is here, A1 is here, and at the top we have A5. This is what I get. A3, A4, A3, A4, A2, A1, A5. This is what I get by satisfying all the conditions in the problem. So A5 is above A1, A5 is above A1, we have done it. A2 is under A1, A2 is below A1, we have satisfied. A4 is between A2 and A3. A4 is sandwiched between A2 and A3. We have done it. So the question is, who is at the lowest position of the stair? The answer is A3. Lowest position is A3. So we have done number 9. Okay. I think it's clear, and you have followed the way in which we are doing it and making sure that all the conditions are satisfied, and also after completing the rough structure also, I am once again reviewing to see whether I have missed any of the conditions or I have made a mistake in applying any of the conditions. I must check it once again. Same thing before in the exam also. Try to complete the answer if possible, if time permits. Do have a check, especially for logical reasoning. Okay. Now we will take up number 11. Okay, so we have 5 senior citizens, same thing, story of 5 people. So number 11, 5 senior citizens are living in a multi-storied building. We have Mr. Muan, so I will call him M.A. Muan is M. We have Ashokan is A. Then we have Lokesh L. Gaurav is G. And who else? Rakesh R. So 5 people are there. Let's see what is the solution to this question. Mr. Muan lives in a flat above Mr. Ashokan. Okay. So Mr. Muan lives in a flat above Mr. Ashokan. Muan lives in a flat above Mr. Ashokan. So if Mr. Ashokan is here, Muan is above him. Okay. Mr. Lokesh lives in a flat below Mr. Gaurav. And Mr. Ashokan lives in a flat below Mr. Gaurav. So Mr. Ashokan lives in a flat below Mr. Gaurav. Mr. Ashokan lives in a flat which is below Mr. Gaurav. So Mr. Gaurav is somewhere above. Okay. Mr. Ashokan lives in a flat below Mr. Gaurav, and Mr. Lokesh lives in a flat below Mr. Gaurav also. So Lokesh lives below Gaurav. And Rakesh lives in a flat below Lokesh. Rakesh lives in a flat below Lokesh. So the order is GLRMA. GLRMA. So once again, let us see whether we have got 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 persons. Let us see whether the order is correct. Mr. Mohan lives in a flat above Ashokan. So M is above A. We have done it. Next is Lokesh lives in a flat below Mr. Gaurav. Lokesh is below G. Okay, fine. Ashokan lives in a flat below Gaurav. Ashokan lives in a flat below Gaurav. Definitely true. And Mr. Rakesh lives in a flat below Mr. Lokesh. Mr. Rakesh lives in a flat below Mr. Lokesh. Rakesh lives in a flat below Lokesh. So GLRMA. The question is who lives in the topmost flat? You can see from here Mr. G, that is Mr. Gaurav. Mr. Gaurav lives in the uppermost, the topmost flat. Okay. So we have solved this. Do check the answer of each of them because I am just solving them. Please later on check the answer. Okay. Now we move to number 12. Okay. Number 12. So we are having now how many people? 7 members. And they are in a row. So we draw a row. In a gathering, 7 members are sitting in a row. Okay, fine. C is sitting left to B. C is sitting left to B. So B is here, C is sitting to the left, but on the right of D. So D is to the left of C. A is sitting right to B. A is sitting right of B. Fine. F is sitting right to E. F is sitting right to E but left of D. So left of D. Left of D. So F is sitting right to E but left of D. So F is here. And since F is sitting right side of E, so E is here. Fine. Then we have H is sitting left to E. How many are there? 7 members. Okay. H is sitting left to E. E is here. H is sitting left side. Okay. So the order we have got is H, E, F, D, C, B, A. H, E, F, D, C, B, A. The question is find the person sitting in the middle. So in the middle, let's see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So D. D is the person sitting in the middle. Answer is D. Okay. So we have solved question number 12. Fine. Now we proceed and have a look at number 23 and 24. Okay. Okay, 23 and 24. So we take up 23 and 24. 23 and 24. So a group of singers facing the audience are standing in line on a stage as follows. Okay, so they are standing in line on a stage. as follows. B is, here you have negative information. I talked about three information: definite, comparative and negative. So it starts with, all are negative information. B is not right to C. F is not standing beside G. B is not left of A. A is not left of A. So you see all negative information. So D is not to the right of C. That means D is to the left of C. Okay? So if C is standing here, then D is to the left. Fine. F is not standing beside G. So F and G are gap. Fine. B is not to the left of F. That means B is to the right of F. So I put F is here, B will be to the right. Okay. E is not to the left of A. That means E will be to the right of A. So if A is here, E will be here to the right of A. C and B have one person between E and F. C and B. Okay, C and B have one person in between E and F. So they have got F. So condition is met. And so we have one person left, and that is G. So F and G cannot stand together. So this position cannot go to G. G's only position is here. So G will be here. Okay, so the order we are getting is G, D, C, F, B, A, E. This is the order. G, D, C, F, B, A, E. So let us see once again whether I made a mistake, right? And possibly there may be mistake. Let's check it once again. D is not right to C. That means D is to the left of C. D is to the left of C. Done. F is not standing beside G. F is here, G is here. So condition is met. B is not to the left of F. That means B is to the right of F. B is to the right of F. Condition is met. E is not left of A. That means E is to the right of A. E is to the right side of A. We have satisfied. C and B have one person between E and F. Okay. So C and B have one person in between them, and that is F. So it is satisfied. The condition is satisfied. Now, what is the question? We have two questions, 23 and 24. 23 question says, who is on the second extreme right? Extreme right is this. Second extreme right is who is on the second extreme right. So the options are given. Who is on the second extreme right? And just let's check G, D, C, F, G, D, C, F, B, A, E. Second extreme right. Second to the extreme right, of course, we are having A seems to be the answer. Now, if we start counting from the left, so second extreme right, we are having A. A is the second extreme right. And if you see, if we start counting from the left, on which number is B? If we start counting from the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4th and 5th, B is coming to the 5th position. B is coming to the 5th position. Okay, so once again, let us check whether the options are correct. The order is correct. D is not to the right. D is not right to C. So D is to the left of C. F is not standing beside G. F is not standing beside G. We have got a gap here. In fact, G can also stand here, not a problem. B is not to the left of F. B is to the right of F. E is not to the left of A. So E is also to the right of A. C and B have one person in between, that is F. Seems that we have satisfied all the order. So 23, 24 done. Now we take 28. Okay, 28, number 28. Let's solve number 28 and see. So 4 girls A, B, C, D are sitting in a circle. So we have a circular combination, number 28. Okay, so 4 girls are sitting around a circle facing the center, and we have B and C are in front of each other. So we have 4 girls in a center, right? 4 girls A, B, C, D are sitting around a circle facing the center. B and C are in front of each other. Okay, so B is here and C is here. They are in front of each other. Fine. This is the center. Which of the following is definitely true? Now, if 4 girls are sitting like this, B and C, that means we have 2 more circles here. So either A can sit here or D can sit here, or it can be D can sit here and A can sit here, right? So B and C are face to face, so automatically A and D will also be face to face. So the question is, which of the following is definitely true? Now, which of the following is definitely true? The options are A and D in front of each other. So I think A and D will be in front of each other, and D is left of C. D is left of C. No, this is not satisfied, but of course if D is sitting here, then they will be left of C, but it is not a necessary condition. The definitely true, the question is, which of the following is definitely true? Definitely true, I think A and D will be facing in front of each other. Right. So this is 28. Right. We have solved it. Now we are taking up MTP, May 2020 MTP. Okay. So May 2020 MTP, and we have done 28 as well. We take MTP now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 problems I have solved from the questions, and examples we have done 6 of them, 6 examples and 13 problems. Now we take MTP. MTP question is 53 to 55. So we take 53 to 55 first. Please see MTP. Some of you are asking where to find MTP. It is given in the BOS knowledge portal, ICAI.org. You can download the question paper of the May 2020, the model test paper. Please download that, and I'm sure it's open in front of you. So let us take this question 53 to 55. So now we start with MTP. Okay. Now the first question is, 6 friends A, B, C, D, E and F are sitting on a bench facing towards the north. Okay. 6 friends are facing towards the north. A is sitting next to B. A is sitting next to B. So I'll put B and A together. A and B together. C is sitting left of D. C is sitting left of D. So if D is here, C is here. D is not sitting with E. Fine. So D and E, there is a gap. Okay. E is on the left end of the bench. Left end of the bench is E. Fine. E is on the left end. C is third position from the right. Third position from the right is C. So if we have 1 vacancy and 2 vacancy, third position from the right, 1, 2, 3. So then from the right, so this is the last person. C is third position from the right. Okay, we have done this. A is on the right side of B. A is on the right side of B and to the right side of E. Yes, A is also to the right side of E. A and C are sitting together. A and C are sitting together. Fine. So how many people do we have? 6 friends. How many places? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just let's check. E, B, A we have got. C, D, F. Okay. Now the question is, C is third position from the right. A is sitting next to B. We have done it. C is sitting left of D. C is sitting left of D. We have satisfied. This is done. This is done. D is not sitting with E. D and E not sitting with each other. We have satisfied. C is third position from the right. C is third position from the right. Okay. So if I take F first, second, third. C is third position from the right. A is on the right side of B. A is on the right side of B and to the right side of E also. Okay, this also we have satisfied. A and C are sitting together. A and C are sitting together, satisfied. F is sitting right of D. F is sitting right of D, also satisfied. So we have got the order, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is E, B, A, C, D, F. So the order is E, B, A, C, D, F. Now comes the question. Let's see what questions are there. We have 3 questions on this case study. Question 53. At what position A is sitting? Well, what position A is sitting? Well, A is sitting between B and C. So, answer will be between B and C. So, First one, that is 53, answer is between B and C. We move to 54. What is the position of B? B's position. Now, B is here. So I can say B is from the left hand side. First position is E, second position is B. So 54, the answer is second from left. And we take 55. Let's take 55. 55 says, what is the position of D? Okay, D. D is here. If you see on the right hand side, D is second from the right. So D is second from the right. So we have got question number 53. Answer is B and C, between B and C. 54, second from the left. B is second from the left. And 55, D is second from the right. So we have solved MTP question 53, 54 and 55. I am sure with the detailed explanation, you must be clear about your doubts and you are surely following each and every solution. We take number 56 now. MTP question number 56. Okay. We take number 56 of the MTP. The question is, 6 children A, B, C, D, E, F are sitting in a row facing towards the north. So again, they are sitting in a row facing towards the north. This is 56. Okay. C is sitting between A and E. Okay. So C is sitting between A and E. Fine. D is not at the end. So D will not be at the end. Okay. So D is not at the end. Not at the end. B is sitting immediate right of E. B is sitting immediately right of E, right side of E. So B we have got. F is not at the right of end. F is not at the right of end. So F is not here, right end. F is not at the right RHS end. Not right hand side end. F is not in the right hand side end. So we have got A here, C here, E and B. D is not in any of the end. You cannot put D here or D here. F is not here. Okay. D is sitting third left of E. So D is sitting third left of E. E is here. First left, second left, third left. So D has to be here. That means D is not in the end. Okay. Plus F cannot be on the right hand side end. So F has to be on the left hand side. So now we satisfy both the conditions and the order we have got successfully is F, D, A, C, E, B. Okay, now the question is, which of the following is right of D? Who is sitting right of D? Now right of D, who is sitting? Right side is this side, this side. Right side is A. So answer is A. Question number 56 of the MTP, answer is A. And I'm sure you have followed the way in which we arrived at the solution to this question, using the reasoning, using the logic given and making use of the condition which is given in the problem. Okay. We take up the last one and this is number 60. MTP question number 60. Fine. We take up the last one and that is question number 60. Okay. So this is the last question for this chapter. 60. 5 friends are sitting on a bench. So I write 60. 5 friends are sitting on a bench. Find A is to the left of B. Okay. 5 friends are sitting on a bench. A is to the left of B. Okay. So if B is here, then A is to the left of B. But on the right of C. So C is here. D is to the right of B. D is to the right of B. But on the left of E. Very easy. On the left of E. Who are at the extremes? So needless to mention, the order is C, A, B, D, E. Who are at the extremes? You can easily see C and E. So answer is C and E. Right? So 60th question is a fairly easy question. Just by putting directly the positions as per the conditions given, you are achieving the result. C and E are in the extremes. So I think with this we complete the chapter 11 on, the seating arrangements. We have looked at many of the examples we saw. In fact, we started with the concept of seating arrangements. We saw the rules. We discussed about the directions in which you are sitting. For example, if you sit facing the north, right? In many questions, you found that the question clearly mentions that a row of persons facing the north. So what happens when you face the north? Left side, right side. Then we talked about sitting across a table, a rectangular table, and we discussed that the moment you sit in a table, right? So if A, B, C, D, and E and F are sitting, then A's left side is F, A's right side is E. On the other hand, B's left side is C and B's right side is D. So the direction of left and right, everything is relative. So it changes according to the direction you're facing. Okay. Thereafter, we discussed about the type of information. I discussed in detail about the type of information. In the questions, information will be given, conditions will be given, inputs will be given, but they are of three types. It can be a definite information. It can be a comparative information, and it can be a negative information. So we looked at all of them, and then we went into the examples 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 12 of the study material. We analyzed each of them in detail, and then we moved on to exercise 11A. But before that, I also discussed about the details and the strategies to be adopted when you face a problem where it is given that the people are sitting around a circle. So the directions change. How the directions will change when you sit around a circle, I discussed. After that, we moved on to the examples. We did the questions, exercise 11A, problems number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 23, 24, and 28. So 13 problems we solved. Thereafter, we went to the MTP, and in the MTP, whatever questions were there on seating arrangement, that is 53, 55, 56, and 60, we have solved all of them. With this, we come to the end of this particular part, and now I move on to the balance queries. We have around 20 minutes left, and I will take up some of the questions which came from many of you after the last session, that is on the direction test. So we are able to comfortably complete seating arrangements within the time frame, and now we take some time to discuss about certain questions and certain doubts which some of you have when it comes to the question of direction test. Okay, so first of all, please note that we every day you must be seeing that a particular chapter is allotted to us. So once we go to one particular chapter, like today we have completed seating arrangement. So as per the rule, today whatever queries I can take up will be strictly related to the last session, that is direction test, right? Therefore, some of you have sent queries relating to the earlier chapters, like for example, Anupam Arora, Anushka Agarwal, Prachi Pandey, Vanya Tripathi, Jay Batra, Sanskruti Jayas, Anjali Goenka, Shifali Shankar, Mayank Prajapati, Anurag Agarwal, and Vishnu Vardhan. Now you have sent questions of the earlier chapters like integration, AP, GP, which I am unable to take now because today we have to focus only on one chapter's question. If there is further, if we get further time or extra time later on, or if we are getting some time for revision, then definitely I have your queries, I'll take it up. And also with respect to Sanskriti's, what she has written, you sent a query on 25th of July, but it was regarding chapter number 2. You have sent multiple queries, 2, 8, 11, 12. So I can only tell you if I get extra time, then only I can take it up, because you can understand we are all moving against time. A particular time is allotted and we have to complete the chapter in detail. And not only, the chapter, but also the questions and answers. Therefore, taking all queries, if I take 200 to 300 problems here, then it will take full day. It's not possible. Therefore, Sanskriti, I hope you understand, and all of you who have sent queries relating to the earlier chapters, wherever possible, I have given answers. But if you want a solution to a problem, well, here it's not possible because of the time. If there is a question, yes, I will be responding to the questions. If you have a doubt, I can respond back. But if you want solution, and also for Sanskriti, please don't send a list of queries, right? You have sent multiple, whichever chapter you had problems, you have sent a complete list. It is not possible to solve individual lists of problems. I hope you understand. Let's go on to some of the questions, direct questions. Yes, Utkarsh sent a question. Do we have to learn the table which was discussed? I discussed up and up, up and left, down and left. Yes, Utkarsh, you need to know that in order to solve the problems. Vinita Sharma, please tell how I can download the timetable of the August classes. I think you will get it from the Board of Studies portal or the ECPL site. Latika said that if I am moving downwards, okay, so I am taking the queries, not the problems. I am taking direct questions first, then I'll take the problems only relating to the direction test and not relating to the earlier chapters. Later on, if we get time, if I get some extra time or if we get some revision sessions, then only I can take individual queries for the earlier chapters. Okay, so I'm taking Latika's question. Latika has said if I'm moving downward, okay, I'm moving downward and heading to my left. If I'm moving downward and heading to my left, so your left is this direction. Can't I say that I'm moving towards southwest? Well, if you are moving downward and then you are saying that you are moving to your left, you are heading to your left, you are moving downward and you are heading to your left. So I think this is, you are moving towards the east. Well, west is this direction, south is, so if you move in this direction, then only you can say you are moving in a southwest direction, but this is east. Okay, so I hope Latika, you can understand your concept. Possibly you need to understand this and be clear about your concept. When you are moving down and moving towards your left, you are actually moving towards the east. Okay, next is, so Aftab Sehgal. Will rough sheets be provided for paper 3? Please check the exam guidelines. I think there will be some arrangement made for the rough work you need to do, because even though it's an MCQ test, lot of rough work and lot of work, especially for logical reasoning, has to be done. Even in case of mathematics, you need to apply the formula. For statistics also, you need to draw certain, working notes. So I'm sure something will be provided. Please see the exam guidelines, which will be, which will be put up in the website very soon. And after, thanks for your comments. You are liking the classes. Good to know. Ishika Yadav, sir, is study material questions enough for logical reasoning? Yes, Ishika, please exhaustively follow the questions in the study material, not just the questions in the study material. My request to all of you, please go through the examples. That's why whenever I take any chapter, I first go through the examples, the solved examples. I know they are solved, but I once again solve them so that you are clear with the process. Okay, the thought process, the logic which I take, and the examples are really beautiful examples from the Board of Studies, and I think they are wonderful because they can also be the subject matter of questions. So please go through the solved examples, the exercise problems, the additional question bank and the MTP. I think it will be adequate for logical reasoning. Okay. Shweta Varshini is diagrammed logic which you apply for solving these questions, especially logical reasoning. If it is consistent with the entire sequence, then you have achieved the right answer. Okay, Harshit has a question, how many marks can we expect from the chapter direction test? Well, around 3 questions. And also thanks you have said, thanks to me, well, welcome to you, Harshit. Thanks for the comments you have sent. Now, Kajal, you have sent a queries. You cannot download the MTP 2020. I have sent the link. I'm sure you will get the link. ICAI.org, and from there only you will get the link. I have sent it today. Okay, Jaisamir Kaur, where can I find the solution of the exercises? Well, you will get the solution of the exercises immediately after the questions. You will get the solutions. I mean, solutions means the answers. Okay. Aditi Shah, sir, in exercise 10A, question 37. Answer as per the solution should be south. Well, if you have a different answer, please send a mail to Board of Studies and definitely necessary action will be taken. Okay. Next is Nanda Kumar. Our calculator allowed in the exam, I discussed about it. 6 function, 2 memories, 12-digit calculator, but not scientific calculator. It's allowed. Ankush Jha, from where to do more questions or study material questions are sufficient for achieving good marks? As I said, Ankush, MTP, additional question bank, if possible, go through the past year questions, obtain them and try and solve them. Shirisha has a question, sir, which type of question is asked in exam? I mean, is it only from the institute material or from other books? Well, from anywhere. It can be from the institute material, from the solved examples, questions, additional question bank, MTP, and even from outside. So as many problems as possible try to solve under exam conditions so that you can build your speed, accuracy and then confidence. Okay, Adiba Ahmadi, sir, for the exam, do we need to read from the PPT or from the study material? Well, I would suggest you to read from the study material. The PPTs which I am providing for each and every day is basically a recap, right? But study material is first. PPT can just help you to quickly revise, and in case there are some extra questions, you can do it from PPT. Study material is your primary source of information for for preparing for the exam. So please take the study material as religiously as possible. Okay. Also, I want to thank many of you who have sent positive feedback. Rahul Kumar, Jayant Vasant Chirgar, Kajal, Sonia Gupta, Sintu Kumar, Sakshi Shanbag, Anushka Lakshmikant Khairnar, Nisha Verma, Harshit, Prathamesh Suvarna, Vinita Sharma, Hina, Utkarsh, Miss Navneet and Lakshmi. Thanks a lot for your positive comments, and it's good to know that you are following the classes and you are getting the interest. Okay, I will take a few questions now. Arihant has a question, of course, on series, a small question that there was a series, 9, 29, 65, 126. You have given a reason. The question was 9, 29, 65, 126, 217 and 344. Fine. Now you have achieved 29 as the odd man out because you are saying that it is a prime number and the other numbers are composite number. Well, as I said, I explained about trap. Now if 29, well, it can be one of the reasons. But if you have a better pattern, if you have a better reason, when you see 9, 29, 65, it can be 8 plus 1. That is 2q plus 1. This can be 3q plus 1, 4q plus 1, 5q plus 1. So I think from that angle, if you find, I think, 29 is the odd man out because ideally this should have been 28. Because everywhere you have 9, for example, is 2q plus 1. So this should have been 3q plus 1, which is 27 plus 1, which is 28. So your answer is correct, but accidentally is correct. Accidentally it is correct. But ideally the overriding logic, Arihant, in this case, is every number is 2q plus 1. 65 is 5q plus 1. 4q plus 1. 126 is 5q plus 1. 217 is 6q plus 1. So please apply that particular, I think, formula so that it becomes an overriding condition for the entire sequence. Okay. Next is we have Khushi Gupta, question number 4. Quickly I will take exercise 10A, strictly the direction test. So Khushi Gupta has a question, exercise 10 number 4. Arun started from a point A and walked 10 km east to a point B. I'll quickly take this. Arun started from point A, walked 10 km east. So started from A, walked 10 km east to the point B. Point is B. Okay, point is B. Then turned to the north and walked 3 kilometers. Turning to the north and walked 3 kilometers to point C. Okay, this is C. And then turned west and walked 12 kilometers. Turned west and walked 12 kilometers. So this is 12. And this is the point D. Fine. Then turned south and walked 3 kilometers. So turned south and walked 3 kilometers to the point E. So in which direction is he now? You can easily see that he started from here and now he has come here. Please see the point. So he started from A, went to B, C, D and E. So E is to the left hand side of A. A is here. Okay. E is this point. A is this point. A is this point. A. This is E. So E is to the western side. So answer is west. So I hope, Khushi, you are clear with this. I go now to number 12 and 13 of the last example, the last chapter that is on direction. Question has come from Kunal, Dhanu Jirwala, Divesh Singla, Prachi Pandey and Rajat. So let's take this question. We just have 10 minutes to complete. So question number 12. K is a place which is located 2 kilometers in the northwest direction of the capital. Please note this question is number 12, exercise 10A on direction. So we draw the 4 coordinates. K is a place which is located 2 kilometers in the northwest direction. 2 kilometers in the northwest. This is north, this is west. So 2 kilometers is the northwest. Fine. So we go to northwest direction. From the capital P. So P is here and K is this place. Fine. R is another place that is located 2 kilometers in the southwest direction. From K we go to southwest. South is this, west is this. So southwest is this. So we go 2 kilometers. Again, this is 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers. Okay, so we have gone this direction. So we end here, 2 kilometers. Okay, so this 2 kilometers leads us to a place PKR. Fine, this is R. Okay, M is another place that is located 2 kilometers in the northwest direction from R. So from R we go to the northwest again to this direction, another 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers. This brings us to M. M. Fine. M. M. Now, P is yet another place that is located 2 kilometers in a southwest direction. From M we go to southwest. Okay. Southwest. This brings us to the point T. Okay. T. So we started from P, went to K, PK. From there R. R to M, M to T. Fine. Question is, in which direction is T located with respect to P? You can see it is clearly simple. P is here, P is here. So we moved like this. Up, down, up, down. So T is to the west, western direction. So answer is west. So I hope Divesh, Prachi, Kunal, Dhanu and Rajat, you are clear with this. Okay. I take number 13 now, and this is also a request from many of you. Babu is Rahim's neighbor. So I just rub this part and I take number 13. Number 13. So Babu is Rahim's neighbor and his house is 200 meters away in the northwest direction. So north and west. So Rahim is here, Babu is here, 200 meters. So I write B for Babu. Joseph is Rahim's neighbor. So Joseph is Rahim's neighbor and his house is located 200 meters in the southwest direction. So Joseph is Rahim's neighbor and his house is located 200 meters away in the southwest direction, southwest. So 200 meters. So this is the house of Joseph, 200 meters. Rahim is here, Babu is here, Joseph is here. Fine. Gopal is Joseph's neighbor and he stays 200 meters away in the southeast direction. Now Gopal is Joseph's neighbor. Okay. So Gopal is Joseph's neighbor and he stays 200 meters away in the southeast. Southeast. So south is this, east is this. So southeast is this side. So 200 meters from Joseph, we have Gopal's house. Okay, Gopal, G. Roy is Gopal's neighbor and his house is located 200 meters away in the northeast direction. So we have northeast. So northeast. North is this, east is this. So northeast is this. So 200 meters we have Roy. Roy is here. Question is, where is the position of Roy's house in relation to Babu? So Babu is here, Roy is here. If you draw a straight line, Babu is here, P, and Roy is here. Roy is here. So Roy and Babu. So Roy is situated on the southern side and the eastern side. So southeast. Answer is southeast. From Babu's house, you go southeast, you reach Roy's house. So I think 13 is done. Now I go to number 14. Okay, 14 I'll take. A question has come, clarification you require. Ananya Jain and I, Said Banu, they have requested me to take 14. 14, a tourist drives 10 kilometers towards west. Okay, tourist is driving 10 kilometers towards west, 10 kilometers. And turns to the left and takes a drive of another 4 kilometers. Takes a turn to the left, 4 kilometers. And then he drives towards east, another 4 kilometers. Towards east, 4 kilometers. and then turns to his right, and drives 5 kilometers. 5. Afterwards, he turns to his left. From here, he turns to his left and travels 6 kilometers. 6. In which direction is he from the starting point? So he is here. You can easily make out Ananya and Said Banu. He started from here, went western side, 4 kilometers, again 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers. So he ends up here. He started here. He started at A and he ends up at B. So B is to the south of A. This is south. So B is to the south. Answer is south. Okay. Next is 22. I think I did 22, that problem of standing on your head. But I think Ananya and Said Banu, again, they have a request for 22. 22, if X stands on his head with his face towards south. So X is standing on his head with his face towards south. So 22. Okay. Which direction will his left hand point? So you can understand, if X stands on his head with his face towards the south, if X stands in this way, face is towards the south. Okay. So if the person is standing like this, okay, so then what happens? If X is standing like this, face towards the south, then you can easily make out that, right, you can easily make out that his face is towards the south. This is his left hand. Okay, this is his left hand. His left hand is this. So left hand is here. It means the left hand is pointing towards the eastern direction, east. But if you invert, if he stands on his head, then his left hand will be on the western side. So answer will be west. Okay, I explained it. The moment you turn him around, automatically what will happen? His right hand will come to this side and his left hand will go to this side. Okay, so automatically it will be reversed. I hope Ananya and Said Banu, you are clear. Question 21, Vishaka Agarwal has sent this request. Question number 21, we'll just quickly take 21. So Ashok went 8 kilometers south. So Ashok is going 8 kilometers south. 8 kilometers south and turned west. So 8 kilometers south and turned west. Turned towards the west and walked 3 kilometers. Fine. He turned north and walked 5 kilometers. Turned north and walked 5 kilometers. He took a final turn to the east and walked 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers. In which direction is Ashok from the starting point? You can easily make out Vishaka Agarwal. He started from here, A, came down, went this side, went up, went to the right, ended at this point, B. So you can see B is to the south of A. So answer is south. Fine. The last one I will take is Anupam Arora. 1 or 2 are left. Okay. Number 19. Anupam Arora. Number 19 quickly. I don't know whether I did this problem, but just in case you have a doubt, just take a few minutes only. A man starts from a point, walks 8 kilometers. Number 19 I am doing. Number 19. A man starts from a point, walks 8 kilometers towards north. 8 kilometers towards north. Fine. Turns right and walks 12 kilometers. Turns right and walks 12 kilometers. Turns left and walks 7 kilometers. Turns left and walks 7 kilometers. Turns and walks 20 kilometers towards south. From here, turns and walks 20 kilometers towards south. 20. Turns right and walks 12 kilometers. From here, turns right and walks 12 kilometers. So this is 12, this is 12. In which direction is he from the starting point? He is finishing here. He started from here, A, finishing at B. Started from A, went up here, right turn, left turn, about turn, 180 degree. Coming down 20 kilometers. Then turning to the left, traveling 12. So he finishes here. That means his final position is B, but he started from A. That means he is now south. Okay. So this was 19. Anupam, I think you are clear. And last one is 48 and 52, with which we'll end. Right, just 2-3 minutes more. I will take this question. It has come from 48, question number 48. It has come from Sai Teja, Shruti Gupta, Prachi Pandey and I Soumya. Question number is 48, exercise 10A. 48. Okay. Raju is Ramu's neighbor and he stays 100 meters away towards southeast. So we draw the coordinates. Raju is Ramu's neighbor. So Ramu is here. Ramu. Raju stays 100 meters away towards southeast. Southeast. So southeast is here. 100 meters. Here Raju stays. R-A-J-U. Raju stays here. Venu is Raju's neighbor and he stays 100 meters away towards southwest. Southwest. So Venu is Raju's neighbor and he stays 100 meters. So 100 meters. This is Venu. Venu is here. Khader is Venu's neighbor and he stays 100 meters away towards northwest. North and west. So we go to this position. This is Khader. Khader stays here. Then question is then where is the position of Khader's home in relation to Ramu? Ramu is here. Khader is here. So you can see the direction is simple. West and south together. So southwest. So I hope Shruti, Sai Teja, Prachi Pandey and I Soumya, you are clear. Ramu is here. Raju's house is southeast. From here we have a southwest direction. Again we have a northwest direction. So you can see that Ramu's house and Khader's house is towards the southwest part. Southwest part. I think it's clear to you. And the last question with which we complete is number 52. Okay. Annapurna K, Nisha, Aditi Shah and Dhanshri Vashne, they have requested me to take this up. 52. The last question for the day is 52. Question number 52. So A starts walking towards the north. Fine. A starts walking towards the north. Okay. Turns left. Turns left. Again turns left. Okay. Again turns left. Fine. Turns right. From here turns right. Again turns right. Again turns right. Once again turns left. Left. In which direction is A walking now? Okay. So a lot of zigzag walking. Jaywalking you call it, you know. So from here, once here, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Again, high tension for the exams, before the exams. Okay, but you can make out he is walking towards the west. Finally, he is walking this direction. This is the west. The answer is west. And I'll take 53 as well. 53, X walks southwards. Okay, so X is walking southwards and then turns right. So this is number 53. Turns right. Then left. Then left. And then again right. Again right. In which direction is he moving now? So again like jaywalking, you come here, go there, come here, go there. Again moving towards the west. Right? So that is 52 and 53. I hope Annapurna, Nisha, Dhanshri Vashne and Aditi Shah, you are clear with this. So with this we come to the end of the questions and the solutions to the direction sense test, and we have also completed in details the seating arrangement chapter. Wish you good luck, keep practicing, see you next day, and we'll take up blood relations, which is the next chapter in logical reasoning. With this, take care, stay tuned and all the best. Bye for now.